today. Hey, I'm coming to you with a fast. This is a fast and savory recipe when you are at your wit's end and you just have about only 5 minutes to make your dinner after you do everything else, right? So here's what it is. First of all, again, with the wet chop in the Vitamix, when you do this, what you do is take whatever thing it is you're wanting to chop into small pieces, and you put it like the carrots. You would put about half a Vitamix full of carrots. So don't cram them down. Make sure they can move rapidly and fluidly. Or celery, or cabbage, or jicama, or whatever that you want to grate in a small slaw type setting, you know. So then what you do is fill it up to over the veggies and then a little bit more, okay? Then you're going to get the cap on good on your high-speed blender. You're going to turn it on to high, and then you're going to pulse it. Zit, zit, zit. It does not take any more than those zits I just said. So the thing is, it's going to come out like this, which makes lots of things. I just made and showed on Instagram a carrot raisin coleslaw that was very creamy, that I had some mushroom and hemp seeds as a creamy dressing on that you would never know that it wasn't mayonnaise. But we'll get to that later. But for right now, I want to show you this little recipe. Look how good this looks. This sauce is excellent. Look. Is that not cute? See how those look like little nut pieces or whatever in that? But they're not. Let me tell you what it is. What I put into my Vitamix was about, let's think about what we put in here, okay? We put in about 3 tablespoons of raw whole hemp seeds. I put in the inside of one zucchini that was about this size, because the other part of it I have clearly julienne noodles out of. But the part inside that won't julienne anymore, won't spiralize, it's your seedy, moist existence on the inside. Cut off the top and bottom of your zucchini, cut that in half, and put it in the bottom of your Vitamix with your raw whole hemp seeds, which I like to put in first so they don't fly up on the side and stick, and then I waste them. So we have that. We had a little bit of coconut water, depending on how thick you want it. We had 1 regular tomato, medium size, very juicy. And then I had a little bit of garlic powder. I had a little bit of crushed red peppers and a little bit of, oh yes, oregano, to your tasting, okay? Then after I blended that a little bit, though I only barely blended it, again, just with the zzz, zzz, that's about how long it took. Then I forked in a few forkfuls of this, depending on how far I needed it to stretch, see? And then I put that in there. And then I put about a small palmful of raisins, whatever you want to put to sweeten it, okay? Dates would have been better, but I had these raisins right on the counter, unsulfurized. These are very delicious from the fresh market. So I blended all that up, and then I spooned it on top of my julienne noodles. And on top of there, what you have are these very delicious, nothing but sun-dried tomatoes. Look at that. This is a delicious meal. I made this, and this is going to be a lunch. Not for me, but it looks like a great little lunch. This is pretty big size. But if you needed, see, with that amount of whole hemp seeds, if you want to have that for dinner, or that's your amount of fat for the day, so stretch it out further with these wet chopped veggies. Do you see what I mean? Also, it stretches out your dollar, you know? It stretches out your buck, stretches out your time, because you're really not going to need to make it again. You could have that for several meals. You know, I can eat the same thing for, I don't know, a couple of dinners, you know? So anyway, I wanted to, do you want to have a taste test on this? You want to taste test this? Let's see if Mr. Scott will taste test it.
Sure.
Okay, let's see. Here's what it looks like. It looks good. You want to just taste the sauce? Because I don't have the zoodles. Okay, hold on. Okay, you have to be on film. Tell us what it's like.
Oh, wow. That almost tastes like some meat sauce.
I know!
Holy
See,
cow.
that's the thing. It has that texture, and it has like that nutty texture. That's all you get. It's not for now. Anyway, so I wanted to come to y'all with that fast little bit and just a little bit of Stevie B with some spring love, and spring love is in the air, and spring nails are in the air too, you know, which can make any girl's day that was just blah a little bit more colorful, you know. Do something you're not used to doing, you know, wear a color you're not used to wearing, wear some bigger earrings or larger hair or, I don't know, bigger lashes or a smile. See y'all later.